I would like to introduce to everybody the commanding officer of the Fleet Diving Unit Pacific, Lieutenant Commander Rick Capel.
Hey! Good afternoon, everyone. Happy 66th anniversary. Yeah. All right. Look, I always look forward to this day of the year. It's a occasion for us to celebrate all the incredible accomplishments of the men and women at Fleet Diving Unit Pacific, both past and present. And let's face it, the diving community writ large. It's an incredible opportunity to recognize those accomplishments. But I would say that more importantly, perhaps, that it is an opportunity for us to share our experiences with those that came before us, and enjoy those times that we get to spend with the people that served at Fleet Diving Unit and within the diving community long before us, and who have paved the way to the successes that we get to enjoy now. The personnel, the people that came before us have laid the groundwork for the incredible diving community that we have within the Canadian Forces. So not only do we have the opportunity to serve the Navy, but we actually serve the Canadian Armed Forces, as we are a strategic asset for the Armed Forces, deploy all over the world. We've just in this last year alone, we've deployed to Australia, to Guam, to Belgium, to Denmark, to St. Kitts. We conducted operations with our American counterparts in Micronesia, where we conducted a major salvage operation of the motor vessel Microdon. You know, in a week's time, we're going to be hosting an international ice diving exercise, as we've been known as the subject matter experts in ice diving. And in 2 weeks' time, we're starting to host the Western Pacific nations in a mine countermeasures exercise right in Esquimalt. So these are incredible successes, incredible accomplishments, but they would not be made possible if it wasn't for the efforts and the contributions of those that came before us, and we recognize that. So I would like to make a toast to those brothers of ours who paved the way for our current success, to the CNDA.
Yeah.
I'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize a very special member of the CNDA, someone who served in the Navy for over 30 years, someone who continues to serve our community through the CNDA, somebody who made this event possible, my friend Walter.
So, today was kind of a special day, not only for the 66th anniversary of the Clarence Diver Branch, but also we going to unveil a memorial plaque that we at the CND have been working on for probably over a year and a half to make this happen. So guys like Tim Flatt, who keeps a really good record of all the divers in the trade for the Canadian Naval Diver Association, and there's a memorial page in there. And our brothers on the East Coast have done a very good job at keeping track of the divers that have passed before us and helped us to be who we are. And I found that we weren't doing such a great job for the West Coast, so we got together and we decided to make a memorial plaque to recognize all these divers from the central, from Quebec, Ontario, Prairies, and BC that have passed, and gathered all the names that we could, and I probably forgot some, and if I did, you bring it up to my attention, I'll make sure that the name goes up there. But basically, we made the plaque, we got all the tally plates made for the divers, and it's a very simple plaque, all made by divers, for divers. So for example, the picture, and I'll, sir, if you want to help me here, I'll unveil the plaque so I can explain a little bit more about it. So, So basically what we have here is the frame was purchased by the CNDA with their money, so that they know that I didn't just pocket the money. The two pictures in there were hand drawn by retired petty officer, second class Doug Woodrow. Donated them to the CNDA, and I used that in the frame. So representation of the old core and the new core with the super light and the Mark V helmet. And then on the bottom here we have a nice poem that was written by Lieutenant Commander retired Robert Gosmine. And we've kind of adopted that poem. Everybody that read that poem really liked it. It's all about divers and what we do as divers, and the sentiment of his to represent what the diving trade was all about. So great poem. So I got it etched in the brass plate, put it on there, and then with contribution from Joe Lodge's son, Cameron Lodge, gave me a donation to, and we put that money towards all the teleplates that we have on the board. So today, to make the event even special, more special, we've added 3 more teleplate of divers that have passed in the last year. So we lost Ray Smith, we lost Arthur Beaumont, Don Jones, and our brother recently, Ross Bryant. So I'd like to get Ross' wife, Kristen, and his son, Tyler, to come up and put the teleplate for Ross on the board, please. So this is a tradition that we're going to carry on. The plaque will be presented to the Commanding Officer of Fleet Diving Unit Pacific. He will reside at Fleet Diving Unit Pacific in the mess. And every time one of our brother passes, we're going to have a little gathering at the unit, and we're going to put the teleplate on the plaque. That's good. Oh, yeah, that's good. Thank you so much. All right, I think at this time I'd like to maybe perhaps take a minute of silence for all of our brothers that have passed, and honor them and remember them. Sir, this is from the CNDA to Fleet Diving Unit Pacific. We'll be honored to have this displayed in the Fleet Diving Unit Pacific Mess Day. Thanks.
Thank you. So certainly this memorial will occupy a very special place within our mess. We will pay tribute to those that fall, brothers and sisters that came before us that fall. We will certainly ceremoniously place their name on the plaque and recognize their contribution to our community. Thanks very much to the CNDA for presenting this to Fleet Diving. Cheers.
I guess we also, because of this very nice day, 66th birthday, we got a little cake for everyone. So we'll have the cake here that says Happy 66th Anniversary. And last year, this 65th, we had a really good friend of mine, Al McRae, was here, and his lovely friend, Frankie, actually was the one that cut the cake. So Frankie, I know Al is passed, but you're here. We've honored Al already. We put his name is on the plaque. And I'd like you to come over here this year again and cut the cake again. Looks like maybe we'll bring you back every year to cut the cake. Come on over. He's in there. They're all on there. Okay. Me with a knife. Come on. You can do this.
I think you gotta get an open edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an expert at this, aren't you?
Well, no. But I do know that.
There we go. Let's not have it on the floor. Right. So that's plastic. Let's cut on that corner. There you go.
So,
The official cake cutting ceremony. Hey! There we go.
okay.
So,
Are you a
so
big
the commanding
icing
officer
guy
did
or
an
no?
extra 5 minutes of PT this morning so he could have a piece of cake.
Small piece of me, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
It's all over there.
Cheers. Thank you.
Now, so feel free to come on up and get a piece of cake. My last pitch for the day is, if you're not a member of the CNDA, you gotta be. $15 a year. Give all your money to me. I'll make sure that the treasurer gets it. You'll get an email within 24 hours saying that they got your money. So if you want to join, come and see me.
Right on. Good pitch, Walter.